Thank you. Okay, I'm recording.
By the way, does it look like I keep like freezing up?
No, you're
No,
just
you seem
purple
good on my
green to me,
end.
but that's my computer's fault.
Okay, good. Okay, then I guess we can get started.
Great.
Could you sort of start off by talking to us sort of about like your story, why you're running for city council?
Well, here we go. No, you know, as a little kid, I always knew I wanted to run for office. My mom actually said that I came out of the womb wanting to make the world a better place. You know, it wasn't until I moved to Sierra Madre that I realized this was a place I wanted to be of service. I love our small town charm, and I want to preserve, you know, our charm, but I also want us to prosper in the way of the small businesses and that kind of thing. You know, I don't know if some of you know a little bit of my story, but my father was killed in the line of duty when I was younger. And that did something to me. First of all, it made me go, okay, you know what? Grab the world by the horns and do what you want to do. Do not be fearful because you don't know if you're going to have another day. It made me also realize or try to appreciate every moment. I mean, that's not always hard. I mean, it's a day by day process or a moment to moment process, but really trying to be grateful, to be of service, to have integrity. I don't know if you guys know my little story about when I was in kindergarten. I can tell you about that later.
Yeah.
But I mean, I literally did
We
come
wanna hear
out. Oh, you want to hear it? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not kidding when I say I came out of the womb wanting to do something. First of all, I go around the neighborhood and pick up garbage with gloves and that kind of thing. I was so afraid of the world ending and pollution and all that as a little kid. But as in kindergarten, it was always about common sense to me, even as a kid. So in kindergarten, we would get our milk delivered and it would sit for like hours and hours. And by the time we got it, it'd be like hot and disgusting. And I would say to the teacher, why don't you guys refrigerate it? And they never did. And for whatever reason, I decided, okay, kids, I'm going to lead a boycott. Bring your thermoses. You guys have juice boxes, but we had thermoses back in that day. But bring your juice and thermoses and let's not have our milk. Well, Mrs. Jenkins did not appreciate that. She called my mom and said, you know, Mrs. Verhoeven, we're not going to have Tracy boycott, you know, the kindergartner's milk. But guess what they did? They finally refrigerated it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then also too, like in 6th grade, I was always thinking about why can't we put those, there are probably air purifiers now, but back in the day, there used to be smokeless ashtrays. And I put on a blueprint, like I was an architect, big, huge ones in the sky that would bring in the pollution and then purify it and let it out. So it's always been on my mind to make the world a better place, to make people's lives better. And finally, when I moved here to Sierra Madre, I just kind of went, you know, this is the town I want to do it in. I love the people. The community is amazing, just amazing. I mean, pre-COVID, we had so much fun, the festivals and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, basically that's my story. I've always wanted to be of service.
It's fantastic.
So like you just brought up COVID, is there anything you would change to how the city's been responding?
Oh, that's interesting. I think they kind of pretty much jumped on it right away about helping the small businesses that needed help with the CARES Act.
Mm-hmm.
There were some issues where, for example, I had emailed the city manager, Gabe England, and said, what can we do for like the Buccaneer and what can we do for RT Rogers, who's not allowed to open? I mean, it doesn't make any sense that other people are allowed to, but these small businesses are not. I understand they're not essential when it comes to food. So why don't we do some kind of cross promotion with restaurants in town? And that way they can bring their food in and then it's considered essential. But I guess it was the state or the LA County Board of Supervisors that wanted the actual, if you ate there, you had to have a commercial kitchen. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where they're coming from. Safety is everything. But, you know, in times like this, we cannot let, you know, places like the Buccaneer who have been around forever, go down because of COVID. So what I do appreciate about the city is they jumped right on it, not because of me, they were going to do this anyway. They wrote a letter and they sent it out about 2 weeks ago to the elected officials to as long as they're social distancing outside with the Buccaneer and RT Rogers, there should be no reason why they can't have their, people come and that kind of thing. So for the most part, I think this city has done pretty well. They really tried. I mean, they even got the Buccaneer, the back out. If you drive by there, the Buccaneer in the back is all open, like ready for people to sit and dine or and imbibe, whatever. So yeah, it's just a hard situation altogether. I'm just so done with this COVID. I could scream, and I'm sure you guys are done.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%.
Ugh.
Yeah. So also just a bit of investigative journalism here. We noticed that you were a top college planning counselor.
Yes.
Have you ever worked with the infamous Lori Loughlin?
No. Oh. Will I be a lot richer right now? Maybe if I was, no, good grief. No. This one was on, the level. This one was on the level. Yeah.
Okay.
That was funny.
You're a licensed realtor. So do you think you
real
bring...
estate agent? I'm no longer a realtor. You have to belong to the board and pay your dues to be a realtor. So I'm a real estate agent. Same thing. It's just I'm not on the board at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you think with that experience, you might be able to bring a different perspective to the monastery development project?
I do think so. But also because I'm just, I appreciate our small town and our charm. And I don't want, if I wanted big old houses in Arcadia or whatever, I'd live in Arcadia. Or, if I wanted to look at overdevelopment. Mm-hmm. So I think also just as a constituent living here, I think I bring a lot to it too.
Mm-hmm. So also on your platform, you mentioned that you really are going to be striving to be very very communicative with the city and the citizens. So sort of what does this mean in practice if you were to be elected?
Well, it's kind of interesting because I've also been in sales. So it's a matter of connecting with someone in their heart and really speaking from the heart too. I mean, if you're going to give them a lot of crap, they're going to know it. So if you really know your stuff and you really believe in it, you can talk to just about anyone. I mean, we're all, that's what I love about this seat. It's nonpartisan because I'm kind of swaying to something else, but I'm really not. When we talk about all the things that we have in common, we can all listen to each other. You know what I'm saying? We all want clean air. We all want good jobs. We all want affordable healthcare, that kind of thing. So when it comes to communication, I think we just have, for the most part, just speak from the heart and speak facts. I'm not going to say it's always going to work, but at least I'm trying.
I think that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Are you afraid that the power of city council will corrupt you?
You're cute. I love it. Never. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Okay. And I probably really should. How many people will actually see this?
We get a few hundred usually.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be protected by the universe. When I was a little kid, again, when I was telling you about all the things that I wanted to do, I've always wanted to run for office, but when I was a little kid, I would say, hey, I want to run for office, but a corporation is going to want to kill me because I won't do what they want me to do. Okay. And that kind of put things off for a little bit. So it's about integrity with me. I have a gift. Thank you, God, for this gift that I can really see both sides and then go with what's going to be beneficial for both. I really honestly do. But no, it will not cover. It will not.
Okay, that's good.
I couldn't sleep it. No, yeah. And that wasn't a joke question. That's a good question.
Thank you.
You guys
Am I-
there?
Is he frozen?
Am I frozen?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
good now.
Okay. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
All right.
So no. So also, sort of as a final question, we wanted to ask you about outreach to young voters, since a lot of people that watch this show are typically like first time voters in this election. So what would you say to sort of like young students who want to learn more about these sort of local elections and a lot of other local issues, but these local issues really aren't getting as much coverage as the national election?
That's very true. Well, I don't know if any of you guys saw the 2 forums we had in the park.
Yeah.
We have those online, and I actually have them on my, I need to put them on my website, but they're on my city council Facebook page, excuse me. So it really has everybody talking about the issues, the propositions, that kind of thing. And then you can kind of see what the candidates have to say, that kind of thing. Now, I loved your question about that. You had mentioned it to me when you first messaged me, how am I going to get to younger voters? And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish we had a college here. I mean, I know there's a joke, there's a Sierra Madre City College and it's a joke. Did you guys ever know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
too bad there wasn't one. But I guess just by outreach, in the sense of, I have the voter registration rolls. I can text, I can call. I have friends who are young. I think that you guys do need to look up our candidate forums and see what we're talking about as a city. But the most important thing is, I am so grateful that there's so many of you guys out there that are trying to make the world a better place. It scares the hell out of me, climate change, that kind of thing. I have a 3-year-old. I don't know if you guys know. He goes to the nursery school, Sierra Madre Nursery School. But climate change is, we are leaving this planet to you guys. And it upsets me when people aren't always as good as they should be on those issues, I should say. So I'm really appreciative for all of you guys who do get out there and who are trying to make a difference. I'm not kidding when I said that to you in the beginning. You guys are out to change the world, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to you guys. And I hope I do well for you as well. It would mean a lot for me to be of service to help not only our city, but you guys as well.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being on the show.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I just want to keep gabbing and gabbing, but I won't.
Yeah, this is totally awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all your hard work and what you guys are doing, really.
Yeah, it was great talking with you.
You know that, right? You're being of service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We try.
Right. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
All right.
Oh, should I tell you my website?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Tracey it's TRACEY. Don't drop the E. TraceyForCityCouncil.com. And then I'm also on Facebook for Tracey for City Council. Yeah.
Okay.
And then call me, email me, whatever questions that you have. What's been really nice is I've had people email me and I get back to them right away and they're like, wow, I love it. I love it. This is what this is about. People, communications, relationships, making the world a better place. Colin and Connor.
Yes. Hey, you got us right.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.